Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I'm Vitskugga and tonight we'll be playing some Dungeons and Dragons as we continue our Calamity of Astralia campaign. And it's Australia, not Australia, just so you guys know. It's a homebrew campaign with Renaissance, steampunk and a bit of Lovecraftian tastes to it. Or inspirations. And we are at session 6 today. So we have gotten a little bit of a way. And we have one player missing, sadly. And we'll probably be having it next week as well. Not sure about... and the week after that we have cancelled. And the week after that, I think we might be one player down as well. But I'm not sure. So I guess we'll find out. Time is funny that way. You never know what happens until you know. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add except the Return of the Sun Emperor will return on this Tuesday coming. Yeah, well, there you have it. Guess just answer the question. So we'll be one player down for the next 3 weeks at least. But that's alright. Shit happens. But yeah. Yeah, this Tuesday we'll be back with the Return of the Sun Emperor. Yes. And I'm also working on overhauling my stream a bit, so eventually in the near future you will see big changes on the overlays, or not necessarily the D&D overlays, but this one around me, and everything else in general might change. I'm looking into some stuff, and hopefully in the near future I'll be able to afford changing it up properly. Art is expensive, sadly, and I'm not good enough to do it myself. But yeah, also gaming streams coming up soon as well. I might start in February with that, but keep an eye out for it, because I might start sooner if I'm impatient enough to do it. So just make sure to check out the stream whenever you see it. But yeah, let's just get into the game and not go on too long of tangents. And say hi to the players. And also remember before we do that you can spend your channel points to change the outcome of the game by giving them health potions, nat 1s, nat 20s, advantage, disadvantage, random treasures, or even resurrect a player who died during this session, or an NPC, or something. That's up to you. And the music you hear and will be hearing is made by Kevin MacLeod, part of the free pack you get through Roll20, which we are using for the maps, and D&D Beyond for the character sheets, because everything is there somehow. Anyway, let's get to the players and say hi, and let's get going, shall we? So, skedaddle! Hello, everyone.
Properly.
Hello.
Hello.
You guys ready for
Hello.
some Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes.
And all dragons.
Yes, I'm ready once I turn the echo off and mute your stream.
Nice.
Whoopsie. I was like, why am I hearing it twice? And now I know.
Now you know. You can never hear enough of me. So, as per usual, one of the players get to do a recap of last session, and if they do it properly, they will get a point of inspiration, which they can use to reroll any roll during the game. If they fail on doing so properly, I'll give it to myself. So...
I didn't do session notes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I didn't do session notes. Oh.
Not
shouldn't
it.
be too hard.
I can
No,
do it.
it's not.
I can do it because I kind of remember. Okay, we went into the house that we found or sensed the undead in. We dispatched of them pretty easily thanks to your tank. I think we ended looking through them, and they were from a ship that Rickon remembered, and it was something to do with his past and that he was on the ship and he recognized some of the captains and crew, I believe, or it was a picture or something like that, something along those lines. But yeah, it was basically an entire ship's crew had come down with the plague, that had turned them into zombie-like creatures, and we was trying to debate whether or not the prostitute would have had that vibe prior to it, or actually gained it from them, or something along them lines. However, as I say, we dispatched them clearly and ended up waiting around for the local authorities, which Rickon has gone to get. And the local authorities, unbeknownst to them, don't actually believe Rickon that the army of the undead are rising. And that's where I left off.
I tried not to pull
That sounds
the
about
"Do
right.
you know who I am" card. I did pull that card. I did not pull that card. You know who I am. You peasant.
Yes. Well, that sounds like a
I'm not
proper recap. So you get a point of inspiration.
Yay, baby!
Yay! And with that, we shall return to the story. Let's do some casual music. There we go. So, at the end of last session, Rickon, you were trying to get some help.
Yes.
While the rest were sort of gathering themselves up and putting all the bodies in a pile as well. And yeah, you basically managed to survive an onslaught of zombies and ghouls. And you stumbled upon two guards that were very hesitant in believing this outrageous story of an army of undead being in the city, since they would probably notice it, they felt like. But eventually, you managed to convince them to come along. So one of the guards are coming along while the other one is waiting by the road.
Okay. I thought they were both coming.
Nope. One of them is staying behind. In case
Has he
something
got-
goes wrong, he's
Okay.
still watching though from a distance. Your voice just randomly disappeared. You're muted somehow.
Hello?
Ah, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Far away, you sound like.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a bit far away though.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yep.
Much better.
Oh, well, crap.
There we go. How's that?
Much better. Very good. Very good.
So we go to the so I'll tell him the basics. We've been hired by Darius, Lord Darius, to investigate claims that there is a virus or an infection going around the docks. and that it has the unfortunate necromantic effects. Or a curse going around the box. That's what I'll say, because virus is probably too hard for them to believe. But I'll say it's a curse going around. Someone's cursed somebody. We a special team has been assigned to it. We have a cleric who can detect undead, and we've used him to look at a nest. We thought of ghouls and zombies, which we've identified as members of that crew. I don't remember the name, but I'll just say what the crew is. The bird's name.
We never got to the name, but you remember the name. And it's the... No, I forgot the name.
The curse of the name.
Where did I put it? Right, I have to check on the phone because... let's see.
Yes, I'll tell about the captain, how I arrived there, and
Yeah.
that's how I recognise them.
The ship's name is the Sunrise Beauty.
Sunrise Beauty, that's what I'll tell them. And I will tell him that we also found a prostitute there who seems to have infected most of the crew. And our main belief is that a fair few prostitutes have been infected with it. We don't know if it's STD or if they've just been bit. If that's how the curse is spreading it, I don't know that, because it could be. And if it can be spread via, or even kissing or anything like that, it is very dangerous disease. If it could be spread, I imagine if it was airborne, we'd be screwed. But I don't think it is airborne. But I won't say any of that, because that's just my inner ramblings. So, yes, tell them about how we believe prostitutes spread it to them. How when we got there, we were ambushed by the undead, so they're not done. And several undead came from outside the premises to attack us. Meaning that there are multiple buildings in this area, possibly infected with the same amount of undead. And that there may be several buildings around the area which are nests, effectively. And that's really why I want the other guard to go get Lord Rogon Adelstoff, my uncle, I don't say my uncle, but Lord Rogon Adelstoff to come and with some backup. As soon as he's confirmed the truth.
He looks very skeptical at you at first when you start the story, but towards the end of the story, it feels... He seems to understand it's way too far-fetched to be made up. And but he comes along and just to confirm, and that's when you guys enter the house again where everyone else is. So what is everyone else doing while he is getting help?
I'm sitting over the pile of dead bodies upstairs to make sure none of them come back to life. I'm literally standing guard of dead bodies to make sure that none of them go.
Typical paladin.
Yeah, baby. Can I get a double inspiration for doing a paladin thing?
I wouldn't say it's that paladin, but maybe sometime.
Okay. Hey.
And I'm chopping the heads off the zombies.
That also works.
I could have done that. I could have done
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but I have the axe, so.
Yeah, true.
My axe! Everybody upstairs like, what the fuck is going on? Everyone downstairs like, it's like, what the fuck?
Don't
People
worry,
don't
he's just trying to
downstairs.
come through the ceiling. He's just trying to come through the ceiling.
Yep. What
Cassie
is...
just brushes some dust from his hair.
It's just a reverse shining. Instead of coming through a door, it's going through the ceiling. Here's Johnny!
And Noel, what are you doing?
I was at the sink. I believe there was a sink. I was cleaning my knives and mending the pistol
Yes.
after its use.
Yep.
Cleaning weapons is actually.
So I have
probably
a
good-
knife bar. One knife lined up, two knives lined up, three knife. I like using one at a time.
Yep.
Sounds like an OCD thing. Must have them lined up every time before washing them.
No,
I mean,
just to be
cleaning-
safe there. Or then, is it whole or is shaped? Just to make sure every knife is in good condition.
Cleaning the weapons is also very good, considering these things spread somehow. Should you hit something
yeah, that's-
with that blood still on your knives, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, we really need to clean our weapons. I don't, because mine's on fire. But like, all the
And
blood's just gone. It's gone. There is no
What
trace.
color is zombie and ghoul blood or bodily fluids? Red, green, transparent?
It's like
Probably blue.
it's like
Dark
normal blood, but it's dark.
Blackish.
It's blackish with a hint of green, but not like because it's a green blood. It is red blood that is blackish, but almost like it's molding. And it's basically looking like coagulated blood that is molding in color. Yeah, it's not a pretty sight, and it's very slow flowing, so it's not as fluid as normal blood.
Congealed.
Congealed, yes.
Yeah, but when I'm cleaning my knife, I shout to the others also. You might also wanna clean your stuff off with the zombie gunk.
Belligar looks up from the pile of corpses with decapitated heads, holding his bloody axe, going, "Aye, that might be a good idea."
Oops. Just looking at himself covered in blood like, oh no.
So I walk towards him with a bloody axe raised. Yeah, good plan.
Yeah, give it here. I will clean it for you.
Would you mind describing the color and consistency of that before you clean it off? Cassie sits with pen and notebook.
Plastic and
Red,
plastic.
blackish stuff. Almost moldy green.
Right, okay.
Very low viscosity.
Gotcha. It's more of a for both my interest and also for Darius. I mean, in case dead people show up and have the same.
That's where Rickon and the guard comes in. And the guard looks around at this curious mix of people. And then studies the pile of bodies, including the pile of heads. And he's looking very pale. And it's like,
Yeah, I'm like, I'm describing what they are. So I'm like, these here are ghouls. They typically run on all fours. They're very fast. They can run faster, but faster than an average person, I think, potentially.
Not fast.
You don't want to be
Right.
caught by this. These are just your regular run-of-the-mill zombies. The virus is already mutating, as you can see, which is very worrying. Which is why I wanted as many. Well, I don't want a loud amount of guards because I'm worried more zombies will just pour out of these houses and it'll be a bloodbath. But I want. Yes. I need people in charge.
Perhaps put this whole area in quarantine?
That's what I was
That's what
thinking.
I was
If we
thinking.
separate the docks from the outer city. At least, does it go up in like sections? Like, how is the city? That was one of my main questions. Is middle class separated? Is upper class separated? Do they have walls
Yeah.
to prevent
so,
rebel from getting in?
The upper class district is entirely walled off, with only one place of entry. The middle class is also walled off, but with more gates
But multiple.
and
Yeah.
not as much security. And the lower district is walled off to the exterior of the city. Like, there's a wall to enter the city entirely, but yeah, they are kind of separated from the rest of the society, if you will.
We need. Well, of course, we don't need to discuss this now, but yes, quarantine segmentation prevents the zombies from, well, the virus from getting into places to place. If one segment's infected, then then that place can be closed off. But it's yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I definitely don't think we should quarantine this area, but there's only so much we can do on such a short notice. So I'm gonna go get the guards. Not just
Excellent.
my other guard friend, but some more guards. And we're gonna try and put some sort of barrier around with the help of guards and try to seal off this small area to begin with. And if we realize there's too big of an outbreak, I would hate to close down the entire merchant district because it's the largest one.
Oh, excuse me. Can you send a message to Commander Darius also about this? And I pull up my note and show him.
He's our commander, so I will definitely be in touch with him. Do you have any clues of where they might have come from, or if there's more? You know?
I would. I would say that you would have to discuss that with Commander Corinthian. I don't think we are at liberty to share too much information.
Yes, it's need to know. Obviously, we don't want panic.
I
Outbreak of panic.
need to know, so I can do a proper report. So I would appreciate if.
Well, this particular outbreak here was caused by a prostitute. And it is the ship of, like I told you, it's that ship. That ship, I have been on that ship within the past few days. They were not zombies a few days ago. Some of their crew are currently back in Amateur Suru because they were feeling too unwell to continue. The ship is the Sunrise Beauty. That's not good. I'm going to go find my.
not the
I am going
Sunrise
to go find
Beauty.
Lord Rogon. Yes, the Sunrise Beauty. It's a very nice ship. Where's on?
I know. I've been traveling on that ship a few times. Back in my youth.
I'm going. I'm going to go speak to Lord. I think we're going to go speak. We should speak to Darius, shouldn't we? Isn't, or at least investigate further, or talk to Lord Rogan Adelstoff and make sure that we can get information on Subject Zero. We believe we know who Subject Zero is, or the Subject Zeros. There's multiple, can I just say? So that's a problem. But we're going to go talk to him about that, as that's somebody in his employee, and we'll try and track them down.
There is a fairly easy solution to contain this area, although I'm not that sure that the public would like it.
Or
Um,
would you
Stopping
suggest?
prostitution.
Well, stopping prostitution is not going to happen. People will just find a way around it. What I was going to suggest is any house with confirmed fatalities in it, tear it down.
We
And you-
might
Let's see.
have to resort to that.
You
With
can
fire?
reuse the rubble to make barricades.
I guess that's a possibility. Well, we can't speculate too much, and I believe time
Quick.
is of essence here to contain it, in case there's more.
Yes, the most
So-
timely option would be to board them off instead of setting fires throughout the city.
And decapitate the corpse.
Yeah, don't do fires.
Yeah,
Oh no, I meant
Um,
just
but-
toppling them. I'm pretty sure a good sneeze could make this building fall.
well, yes, but also if they survive it and one of them gets out, I mean, they're not exactly living. They won't die because they're trapped by rubble.
This might slow them down long enough for a cleric to bonk them over the head.
We don't have that many clerics.
That's fair.
Well, I will talk to Darius. Well, in regards to what you
Does the city have temples or paladins or anything like that? Do we know if the city has temple? Do I know if the city has like temples or paladin orders or anything like that?
Yeah, they do. They have several different orders of different religions. So they have some temples, some that are co-joined temples. So there's a temple with 1 to maybe 3 or 5 different religions or orders that cooperate. Some are not working well together, so they need separate ones. There's different kinds.
Okay, well, I'll go tell Darius to start hiring. Maybe hire some paladins, because they tend to be useful against the undead, and this is paladin work. No offense. That's well, yeah, he thinks this is paladin work. He doesn't think it's blood hunter work. But yeah.
Well, you would also know that the order with the Blood Hunters you're part of also has a lot of clerics and paladins dedicated to the same work. As sometimes you might need a bigger variety of skills.
I myself am an order of such a group of like-minded individuals. I will be sending, me and my family will be sending paladins and clerics and whatnot to help out with this.
That sounds like a good plan. Get as much help as you can. And yeah, do whatever else you need to be doing. I'm not gonna question what you're doing since you seem to be working with Darius, but be careful, and if you see any more, report it in, deal with them, or whatever you prefer. I trust your judgment at the moment. And he kind of glances at the pile of bodies and heads again.
Don't worry, lad. They won't bite you.
Great. Hey, I see two of myself.
I would, however, suggest that you don't get cut on anything before touching them.
Yes, I know I said it was a curse, but it's more like a virus. Make sure to keep weapons clean if you killed any. Make sure it transfers by bites.
Will do.
So-
We will also seize the Sunrise Beauty as well.
Yeah, and check it for if there's any ghouls hiding in it or zombies hiding in the.
And
Because
perhaps,
it appears that they like to hide in cold, dark places, I think, and then they'll transfer throughout the night, more likely.
and perhaps warn other kingdoms.
I
I'll
think the guard can do that, but
I'll leave that to the royalties. It's not our job to go around warning other countries, but we'll see.
it needs to be done politically, unfortunately. Oh yeah, we've released a bunch of zombies in your city. Doesn't exactly inspire trust between nations. I'll probably have to.
Kinda just nod at you guys again and says, well, if you need any more help, just call on the nearest guard and inform them that Talbot told you this. And they should be listening.
Awesome. Talbot, that's your name?
Yes. Officer
It's
Talbot.
nice to meet you, Talbot. Thank you for the help. I'll make sure to let Darius know you've done a good job.
I appreciate it. Well, good luck with your stuff, and I need to get going with this. So, bye, I guess. And he turns around and leaves the house.
I think maybe at least one person should stay here whilst the others go. To find more info. Perhaps a cleric or the paladin? Probably the cleric, as Nessa might be needed to stab things.
I think it's pretty safe to say that these undead are fairly dead with the heads cut off. They're not getting anywhere.
I just meant if somebody came into the house and tried to get rid of the undead or something, but yes, okay. We'll close the doors behind us and then.
A couple of sturdy boards and some nails should do the trick as well.
That as well, that would do.
I don't carry those though.
Reverse lockpick the door after everybody left.
That's good. Yeah.
Something you could do, yeah.
And before we left, I also locked the balcony door.
Alright. In that case,
So-
make a sleight of hand check for both those doors.
27 and 11.
Alright. So the balcony door is pretty easy to lock. It doesn't come with any issues. The door downstairs is a bit more troublesome because the lock is a bit old and rusty, but eventually you manage to lock it. But you kind of feel like one of your lockpicks got a little bent, so you might have to get some more lockpicks eventually.
God damn it. Another one. Well, if we have that time, I need to do some shopping. Just so you know. Oh, and tell the guard, but when you get in here, just break the door down. I locked it. Just in case somebody would try to get in or out.
Will do. He says from a distance as he is walking towards the other guard.
I just imagine the conversation going on as he just walks further away.
AOY.
Yeah, you're right.
Gets there, just like. So, how did it go? Zombies. Right. What are we gonna do next? Do we want to split up, or do we not want to? Because I'm going to go see my uncle.
Delagar looks at the others and suddenly with a bit of a confused facial expression says, "Weren't there zombies coming from outdoors when we were fighting them in here?"
Couldn't find them. Couldn't find any tracks. I know, and I've kind of pointed the two directions. I know some came from that direction and some came from that direction, from what I've gathered of the tracks.
So there could be other
If-
zombies in other houses.
That's why they're locking down the area. If you wanna, you're a ranger.
Hey,
Okay. If you think you're better tracking, you could stay here with Vanessa and try to track the other houses.
Why?
Don't go inside them.
You always call her Vanessa.
What?
Vanessa.
Oh, sorry, Nessa Rose.
That's it. There you go.
It's just, it's well,
Nessa
if you could
Rose
stay
is
with
the daughter-
Nessa Rose. Yeah, but don't go inside. Or if you all want to do that, and I'll go get my uncle. Sorry, go ahead.
well, famous thank you corpses.
Oh. You're welcome to attempt to track. So roll me a survival check if you will.
Oh, yes, please. Alright, well,
Is it your chosen enemy by any chance, or is that not?
that's 20.
That's when
Nice.
Finally,
Nice.
good roll.
So you are very skilled at tracking, and it shows as you not only realize where they come from, you also realize how old they were. Well, they ate this breakfast and all that good stuff.
Did I
Yeah,
perform an
Joe down the
autopsy on them?
street.
Did I perform an autopsy with my axe on them?
Yes.
Like a butcher shop, just lighting it up.
But yeah, you can see that the tracks are leading towards the docks. And you follow the tracks for a while, and you can see, because they were going in two directions, the tracks, but you can see the same tracks from the other group co-joining at the same place, and they seem to be leading towards a ship.
Can I see the name of the ship?
Yes, and it is the very same ship you have been talking about. The Sunrise Beauty.
Alright, can I see tracks going to any other place?
Well, you can see other tracks from other people. But
no
these
zombie
tracks
tracks.
stand out because, first of all, they seem to be undead because of their movement. Like, you can see the typical, a bit more limping or dragging motions. As well as you can see they're running on all four from one of the ghouls. But you can also see normal people's tracks here and there as well, but they don't seem to be connected to where they're going. However, at one point you see that it seems to be walking, while suddenly they start to run in your direction, like where you just came from. So you gather that they were probably walking at first, and then suddenly started running. So something might have been making them want to run faster.
Yeah. So I turn towards Nessaros and says, it appears they were walking around here before they were starting running. The question is, why were zombies walking around the ship?
Well, I think the answer is probably on that ship.
We should probably not go there now,
Why?
because there are just two of us.
Never stopped me before.
Aye, but it would be a possible death sentence. There could be hundreds of them in there.
Then just burn the ship.
And he looks sort of thinking about the alternative, going, no, we'd just be destroying valuable evidence.
At that point, Nessa is already starting making way towards the ship.
And Belligar starts sort of running after her with axe and shield in hand, going, hold up, don't stress it, we have to wait for the others.
But didn't you say there's valuable evidence on there? Need to get it now?
Alright, but we'll have to be very careful.
Yep, we do. Let's do it.
And
Nessa will start literally walking towards the ship.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the other two who are with me if they wanted to go with the others to the ship, because I don't feel like it's a... I want to speak to my uncle alone. I'm hinting that I'd rather go visit my uncle alone. And if they have nothing better to do, they might as well join the others.
One question about the zombies. Were they all just humans, or were they like dwarf zombies and elf zombies and such?
It was a bit hard to tell, but they were mostly human-sized, but you're pretty sure you saw some longer ears on at least one, and some had some different features, so there were probably some different races, but they were all human-sized, so no dwarves or shorter people.
Alright.
Well, I'm sure you can make your way over to the castle on your own, Rickon.
I'll be getting to the castle. My uncle doesn't work for the castle. He's dockmaster.
Oh,
So I'll be heading
Never
to the
mind
docks
then.
with you. And then I'll just make my way over.
right. To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. I was busy writing down everything I could about this, and Cassie just shows the bit of gums that he cut from one of the zombies to Rickon, like,
Okay, yeah, maybe I should have taken some samples. But it's probably best if you just show the samples to Darius.
Yes, that was my idea. Also, that reminds me, I should probably have cleaned that knife.
Clean everything, please, people. I don't want you cutting an apple and then being infected with a
Yes,
virus.
Can I borrow Can I borrow the weapons, please? You... So I take your knife and your longsword, and I bara whoosh, whoosh, green flame bara on top of both, but clean, good to go.
Well,
Oh well, you don't need to set my long sounds on fire, so you can clean his. But mine's already here. Mine stays on fire till a short rest or a long rest. So it's going to be like that all day. I'm currently walking around with a flaming sword.
And nobody questioned it. Okay, didn't know that. Sorry.
Well, my armor's on fire as well. So.
Yeah. Okay, but I do it with Cass's knife.
Yep. Oh, Cass is not questioning it, but you can bet your ass he's making notes on it.
It's sterile. I don't know if
Thank
it's
you.
clean or anything, but sterile.
Well,
And
that's
I
all I
give
could
it-
ask for.
Yeah, some suit left. Well,
All right.
shall we walk after the others then?
Seems like a good idea. We're not finding any more zombies here.
Hopefully not.
I might have just jinxed it, but we shall see.
So you all walk into the dockmaster, or
Cass is following
I'm walking.
Belagar and Nessa.
Yeah, we're walking after them.
And I'm going to the dockmaster.
all right.
And what about
So-
you, Mulbar?
You realize that Marber is not where he stood just a few seconds ago.
Oh, for the love of... We're buying a
Where
bell
is
to put on that guy.
Can we see him?
No.
God damn it. Or whatever god he worships.
Yeah, I'm going to start tracking him right now.
You're with me.
Yeah, but I don't think you know he's missing yet.
You're with me. We're going to do the ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're putting our lives in mortal danger, and you want to track a dragon that you don't know is missing?
So, you guys go to the ship, and Rickon goes to the dockmaster then. And were you guys following Rickon, or were you following Nessa?
But Cass is following Nessa.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
not
Alright.
also.
I am the leader.
Mm,
Don't know why, but I am.
So
So you're the
just-
one who's going on to a ship that could be full of zombies by yourself.
Do I care?
So you just
Well,
saw
the
how
paladins- Dumpstat intelligence.
you guys
was
just
gonna
saw how the
say-
ship looks.
It's not. Madam Stat is not intelligent.
You would notice that there is a blue lizard conspicuously missing from Cassie's shoulders.
Alright.
As he asks Sapphire to follow Rickon.
Alright, cool.
Perhaps we could put the lizard on Marbor's shoulder.
When we find Marbor, I'll ask her.
So, as you guys approach his ship, you can see that it is a pretty big ship. It's very beautiful wooden ship with some ornations to it, with white sails, and currently docked in the harbor. And the moment it seems to be empty, you can see the land bridge going down, and you can see some people on the docks working on things. Like there's some fishermen loading on some fish in a barrel. You can see some carrying cargo while some are working on repairs on the ship. So that's about
Okay.
what you can see.
I like
am
how
just
none
gonna-
of those people realised a horde of zombies were just running down the street like that.
And I'm hoping that they don't realise that. I hope they don't realise the paladin just walking straight up the gangplank straight onto the ship. So yeah, I'm literally just gonna walk straight onto the ship.
Alright. You start walking towards the land bridge. But you are met by a fairly large Goliath. Looking down at you and says, "Oi,
Or yourself.
what do you think you're doing?"
I am looking at that ship.
Yeah, it's nice.
I need to be on it.
How so? And why so?
Official business, let's just put it this way. Fate of the world, end of the world, that kind of stuff, you know? The usual.
Yeah, right. Saving the world would needs to put you on that ship.
Is it your ship?
No,
So what's
but
it
I'm
for you?
responsible for this pier.
Good for you.
So I need to make sure that those going on the ship are those that belong to the ship. Or
What about
are
those
part of
coming
their
off? What
crew.
about what about those coming off the ship?
Oh yeah, I'm responsible for those as well.
So those responsible for those coming off the ship, including the undead and stuff
What
like
do you
that.
mean undead? There has not been any undead.
Well, either way,
I mean,
I'm
sure,
gonna go on the
the
ship.
crew looked pretty sick, but weren't
Exactly.
undead.
No,
Just
pretty sick.
really
Would-
low. Like
I am basically investigating what they think, how sick they were, and the answers lie on that ship. So try and stop me. I am going on that ship.
in that case,
Would we?
prove that that's your business and that you're not trying to steal the ship.
That's when Marble comes. No,
I tell you
not
what.
Marble.
If I'm trying to steal a ship, that's fine. Come with me. Stand on the gangplank, so that I can't sail away on the ship as a one-man crew or one-woman crew. And then that way you'll be safe. Well, I say safe, but
You don't look like one person though, and it kind of looks up at the rest coming up to you as well.
well, yeah, all right. New people into the game, but still. Either way, right? I would suggest if you are so scared that we're going to steal the ship,
Do I look
That you at least-
scared to you?
you wouldn't be stopping me if you wasn't.
I'm not scared. I'm doing my job.
And I'm not scared of you. So back down
For the love of...
and get on that ship. If you want to follow me onto that ship, you're more than welcome to. But I am getting on that ship.
I don't like your
Oh, have we-
attitude.
Have we caught up with them?
Yeah, you are basically coming up to Nessa speaking to this massive Goliath.
You'll also notice that Nessa's kind of made herself kind of like tall. She's not backing down.
No,
Oh,
I can
we don't
easily throw
want-
you into the water, right?
Try it.
Sorry
I dare you.
about my colleague. I'm sorry. Here, official business. There is something wrong here. We need to investigate the ship, and I show him my.
Exactly what I said.
Yeah, but you didn't have the documents.
I didn't know, but he didn't believe me that we needed to be on that ship.
No, and he did so.
He takes the document and reads it. So Darius Corinthian is telling you that you need to be on this ship.
We investigated, and everything led to this ship.
He hands you the document.
I take it, roll it back,
And,
put it in my pocket.
He looks at each and every one of you. Right. You get 5 minutes. If you're still on the ship in 5 minutes, I'm gonna throw you into the ocean.
Do you
Right.
seriously
And we'll-
believe that we can search a 3-deck ship in 5 minutes?
You're gonna search the entire ship.
Well, have you heard of stowaways? I don't think they're just gonna pop out into the air just because you have made land.
I'll say suspicious.
Fine.
For all we know, if we
No.
could be infected,
Let's
or it could
say
be one of the cultists.
let's say 15 minutes.
Thank you,
But
kind
if you're
sir.
still on the ship in 15 minutes, I'll throw you into the ocean and I'll make sure to report this to the dockmaster as well.
Oh,
Making sure
I'm
that you
so
are not welcome at the docks anymore.
Oh, I am so sorry. We mistook you for the dockmaster with your bearing and all that.
The dockmaster
kinda
is
see-
a better man than I am, so
I was gonna say at this point you kind of see Nessa kind of looking back at Cassie and just going, "What the fuck?" Like,
It's called kissing ass. Land it, Nessa.
I do believe that we are on a schedule. I'll explain later.
I hand him 2 gold and just tell me when the
I just
15
walked
minutes
straight
are up,
past him.
and
I walked straight past
I
him.
will walk away and
I'm
don't throw
walking-
him in
Poof.
the
I'm
water.
literally walking past him.
And I hand him 2 gold.
Cassie just shakes his head, follows Nessa.
he accepts the gold and says, I'll take that as payment for your companion's attitude.
You want to see attitude? And I walk off.
You're supposed to be charismatic. You're a paladin, man.
Yes!
I'm investigating shit. I've got things to do.
Null just looks at Cass and Beligoroba and shook his head.
Yeah.
And I removed 2 gold pieces.
Yeah. Cassie lengthens his stride to catch up with Nessa. Turn. Things are usually a lot easier if you don't piss off the person grants us access. I'm
Also-
sure you can throw him into the water, but what would be the point?
I still think it's suspicious.
What would be the point? Well, you get knob jockeys like that off your ass, don't you?
But
Yes,
with
but then you
him-
have the entire dock mad at you.
Or they could be laughing at me for his stupidity.
But with him here, nobody
What's he
is going off or on the ship without proper documents, it seems. So anybody who's been on the ship or off the ship has have documents for the ship, it seems.
That's good. That's good. That's good with everyone.
That also
Catch
makes
no.
me think that if no one is coming on or off the ship without proper documents, and he let a bunch of sick people off the ship,
either
I know
he is
nothing about dock working, but don't you usually quarantine a ship if the sailors are sick?
Hence why my attitude. Nothing
Yeah.
makes sense.
We should apprehend him.
When we leave. Probably.
By that, they could be informing his allies.
Oh, and I left Sapphire with Rickon. Ugh.
Let's just do it. Let's just search the ship and see what happens.
Yeah, we have 15 minutes.
Just leave it to me if you need to. I'll clear the ship. You guys come in after me.
Oh, there are Marble missing, Rickon gone. 4 of us. I'm guessing 3 decks, including the captain's quarters.
Well,
I'll take the captain's quarters because it's the smallest and I'm the squishiest of us.
Well, let me just clear deck by deck, make sure there's nothing untoward, so to speak, and then once it's clear, then we search.
I'd like to keep tracking, just to see if
Sounds
there
good.
are zombie tracks on the ship.
Yep. We can roll a survival check. And the rest of you guys who are investigating the ship could roll me an investigation check.
15.
1 second.
Oh, come on! That's a
12.
nat one.
Right, I will roll in a second. I'll just whisper in your bits.
Rickon's intelligence matches Cassie's.
Oh, my investigation is shite. For
I
a...
think. No, wait, that can't be right. Oh, no, it does. I put
Right, there you
plus
go.
5 intelligence.
Investigation. And
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I
15.
did that.
For an intelligence-based class, my investigation is shit.
Yep. Alright, so... Cassie, you're a bit... unpresent because there's a lot of thoughts going in your mind, so you're not really noticing or picking up any things as you're looking around. You're still looking around and doing an okay job, but not to the point where you would notice anything in particular setting out. No, you notice that there doesn't seem to be, at the moment, anyone on the ship. That you can see, at least. Same with Nessa. You are looking around and you can't really find any people on board. You can just see empty crates. It seems like they have been delivering some stuff. And nothing in particular stands out as ominous or necromantic-like.
Okay.
From that investigation. Belagar, you do notice signs of people having been on this ship, but most traces of any life here has been gone. So you gather that no one is probably on the ship. You do see some mysterious tracks though that you don't really think fits in. Looks like very small footsteps.
Dwarf small or halfling small or gnome small?
Or child.
It is odd. Because it looks like it's like the tracks are big as a dwarf-ish, but the steps are smaller, like a halfling or a gnome, or possibly even a child. I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't match up. Like the pacing, the width of their steps. Almost like this, someone wearing way too big of a shoe.
So it's a
Or,
tiny
or a very small shoe. Could be that as well.
Well, I follow the tracks backwards, so to say.
Right. So you look around, and it seems to be in getting on the ship.
Alright, then I follow it forwards.
You follow the tracks, and it seems to have been going into the captain's quarters.
So I go and try to open the door to the captain's quarters.
The door is open because Cass is already in there.
Oh.
Oh, hi.
Hey, I'm looking for a very small person, or someone with small feet. Have you seen any?
Oh. Yeah, no, I haven't seen anyone here. I was honestly a little bit lost in thoughts. Too many.
Very long.
You know what? Never mind. No, I haven't seen anyone.
Make me another survival check.
Alright.
And Cass, you can make an investigation check.
Ooh, 17.
Or perception, your choice.
Oh, perception. Perception is worse. That's a 9.
Alright. So, even with this new information, you don't really notice anything in particular. And Belgar, you follow the tracks, and they seem to be leading out in the back on this small balcony on the backside. And as you go outside, it seems to be leading towards the railing, and up on top of it, you can see 2 small steps onto the railing.
I suspect the young ship. I sort of lean against the railing or rail and peer down to see if I can see anyone hanging off of it.
You look down, and you don't see anyone hanging below.
I look for someone swimming around in the water.
Make a perception check.
Cassie starts looking as well, see if there's anyone in the water, anyone closer to the docks.
Alright, roll perception you as well.
See, my perception is a bit shite. But that's a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
For a 20.
So, both of you managed to succeed. You needed an 18. So, you don't see anyone swimming. However, you do see someone on a bit further down on the docks who is dripping wet. But you can't really pick out what kind of person it is. It seems to be a smaller person, but they are cloaked or hooded. But seem to be looking in your direction.
How far away is it?
With your perception check, I would say you can gather it's roughly 250, 300 feet away. Thereabouts.
So no chance shooting. Well, I'll yell into the cabin. The bastard has managed to get away.
If you distract him, I can try and catch him.
I tried to yell to the tiny wet person on the docks. Hey you! Stop! Don't go away! We know what you did.
The little person is just turning around and running away.
Damn, it didn't work.
If only there was a big Goliath guy that actually did his job.
Hey,
Just saying.
I can run pretty fast, but not that fast.
no worry, we'll inform City Watch and they'll find him. Or her.
Yeah, hopefully.
So I go back inside and start looking around the cabin for any documents or paperwork or any suspicious things.
Alright, roll me an investigation then.
Now that his brain is somewhat back on again, Cassie's going to help Belagar look.
Alright, you can roll me an investigation and we'll add half of it to his roll.
Nice. Okay, so... Yeah, that's a bit shit. So, 7.
Okay,
Well-
so Belagar, you get a 20 then.
Yes.
And you look through the papers and you can see the manifest where they have been transporting some goods, some food, some spices and herbs, and also some materials, some wood, there's some odd names on some items that you don't really understand. But you gather it's probably some mechanical parts, part of some sort of invention maybe, or something like that. It's unfamiliar terminology for you. But nothing that stands out in particular. You can also see that they are transporting a person, which is Rickon Adelstoff.
Can I private message you real quick, Fitz? I'll do
No,
it.
you can't.
On Discord. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, you can.
Wait, I will ask, how long was my trip from Amatsusuru?
Roughly.
Did you say it was a month or 2 months? Or is it nothing that long?
It is a bit of a distance. Let's see. So it would be. Let's see. Travel. Calculator. Let's see.
Okay, I've messaged you as well.
Yeah, I'll check it too. Okay. So I will be. It would be somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks. One-way travel.
Oh, so yeah. Yeah, okay. So I guess that answers my question. I messaged you. It's good to know.
Yeah.
So they were definitely trustworthy people for maybe a little bit of, well, I wouldn't say smuggling myself, but kind of smuggling myself. Well, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I just read your message. So yes.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. But yeah.
But also, based on that information, you would also realize, based on the information you got regarding the plague virus, that the time frame does not match.
For them being infected, it wouldn't, would it? They'd have turned by then. It'd been 6 weeks they were back, and if they came infected, so they were infected upon arrival,
It's hard to tell.
maybe, or maybe they were infected
you
in
did,
Amherst.
you did notice that some of them were sickly. Most of them. Somewhere midway through travel.
Maybe bites are quicker, but the STD or the fluid infection is slower. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm not there, so carry on with the investigations.
But yeah, so you do notice that they transported Riconator stuff. And they also had some reinforced cargo boxes for Rickon. And you can also see in the logbook that is on the desk as well, you can see that there has been a few getting sick on the ship. Both midway travel to Amaterasu Empire and also on the way back, the rest of the crew got sick. It also mentions that Rickon has been secured and put in his protective quarters as the full moon is closing in. And you see a few of the logs says that they have trouble sleeping because of the howling and cawing and they're banging and slamming, screeching. It's keeping them awake. They can't sleep. And then they arrive after roughly 2.5 weeks of travel. It seems to have been a roughly good travel speed-wise. It does, however, mention that they took a person with them to Amaterasu that they was transporting. And you do recognize the name as what's his name? Felstad. But it's not Roydon Felstad, it's the son. Who I can't find the name of at the moment.
Son.
Huh?
The son's god. He's shit. So it was the brother's also gone there, isn't he?
Who knows?
Sorry, I'm muted. Oh well, you can hear me. Okay. But yeah, the brother and they said the brother had gone to a different kingdom.
Yes.
The son was supposed to be here, but evidently he's not anymore because he left. That means all we're looking for now is the location of the wife, the brother who we think is who was said to be have left. Yeah,
Roy Felstad.
Roy Feldstad somewhere else, isn't he?
That's the son.
I'm looking for my notes.
Who seems to have been on this ship.
Right.
But that's about it, what you can tell.
Do you tell this to the rest of us?
Belagar, you were the one who found this out.
Oh.
Hmm.
After audio sort of disappeared there for a moment. I heard perhaps half of it. I don't know well. So yeah, I tell the rest of them that, yeah, there's been some strange shenanigans aboard this ship. And the crew wasn't exactly happy about it either. The question is if they knew they were transporting a potentially deadly disease. And I sort of hand the papers to Kathy. and ask her, what do you think of this?
Quickly read over the information and what part of it more exactly? There's several pieces of information here.
The part regarding the transportation of spell stuff.
It seems to be the sun. So if
Yeah,
the sun is in
yeah.
Amaterasu, there's really that's concerning.
Hey, what if he tries to spread the plague there?
We probably should have someone, warn them. But while I can be persuasive, I'm not diplomatic. Perhaps we can get Lady Adelsoft to take care of it.
Hey, it's their business after all, in it. No, I'd like to see if the shipmaster is still around.
Ah, yes.
So I make my way back to sort of poke my head through the doorway to see to the outside, see if I can see the shipmaster.
Are you referring to the dockmaster or?
Yeah, the one on the ship.
Goliath.
Goliath dude.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Goliath dude.
Okay, the Goliath. Yeah, he seems to be walking back and forth on the pier. Seems to be looking at this miniature sundial on his wrist.
Right, still there. We can nab him if we want, but let's keep looking. Because we haven't investigated the entire ship yet, have we?
No, just the captain's quarters.
Alright, so I go down and keep investigating, well, essentially the upper level inside the ship. I don't know what's it called. The poop deck?
Oh yeah, the upper deck, middle deck, and lower deck.
Yeah, upper deck.
The
The other
cargo.
two are investigating the lower decks, aren't they?
Alright, yeah,
Yep.
I'm doing lower decks one by
Yeah,
one.
both Noel and Nessa has been down beneath the top deck at least.
Yeah.
Investigated. So what are you guys doing in the meantime? Speaking of.
We are, well, Nessa is literally going from the upper deck to the low to the middle deck and basically canvassing the area for any signs of life, any signs of undead, or any signs of anything that could point towards a virus being on board.
Based on your previous investigation, you didn't really find anything in particular in that sort of way, more than you can find a bucket with some vomit that is half dried up.
Nice. Not what you want to find.
Nope.
I'd search then and any sign of life or anything like that. And once it's finished, I'm assuming I don't find anything with the investigation check.
Nope, you find nothing on the middle deck, nothing on the lower deck, and a quick glance in the cargo, nothing.
Then I return up to the upper deck then.
Noel, are you
Well-
doing the same or?
With a quick check, I didn't find anything, I believe, but Noel wanna go to the cargo and start poking holes or checking what the cargo is.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, the cargo is mainly empty, as it seemed they have delivered the things they were supposed to this dock. You do, however, see
Can I look?
a reinforced
So-
crate.
Okay, then I want to investigate the reinforced crate.
Make an investigation check.
20, dirty.
So, as you investigate, you see that there's like an opening on it. It's a pretty large cargo box, by the way. Enough to fit a person and a half, maybe. And it's like a 10-foot square. And it's open, but on the inside you can see a bedroll, and you can see signs of scratch marks, cracked wood, and very odd shaped holes. Like someone stabbed the crate from the inside, but with not with a weapon, or a very odd weapon. Like it looks like almost like lance marks in a way. Like it's very cone shaped.
Yeah, Norval thinks this sounds strange. Doesn't look zombie or ghoul, something else. And he walks away from that, but he knows ships usually have something hidden. You want to look for some loose planks or hidden panel for a hidden compartment in case they're smuggling anything.
I will say with the previous investigation roll, you don't find anything in particular.
Okay. Then I just want to take note of the box or crate. Just so I can mention it to the others that it sounds very strange.
Yep. So you and Nessa both get up after a while and meet the
Yeah.
others as they are sort of coming down from the stairs.
So did you find anything?
Only this reinforced box or crate, and I explain what I saw.
Alright. And I tell him about the passenger, we could call him.
Oh, that's why you were yelling earlier.
Didn't you let them get away?
Well, I didn't let him, he was already outside the ship on the other side of the dock. Besides, they were transporting a vampire.
Well, I'm glad there's a great big Goliath doing the job.
Son, the vampire's son. Right, it was the vampire's son, right?
Yeah, it was the
Yeah, because
son of
we met the vampire. So yeah.
But the son of a vampire could also be a vampire.
He did say
So,
in the journal
any-
though that he was turned into something else.
Unless he was a carrier of the plague.
And we've let him loose into the city.
Fuck. So we're going to track him
Yeah.
down then.
Well, the stowaway might have been. No, not the stowaway. He snuck onto the ship, didn't he? Just now. So he was looking for something, and then they, not me, I wasn't there, but the others went onto the ship, and then he paired them and fled. Yeah.
I
Whatever.
don't think the hot stuff was the captain.
And then
The captain?
Roy was sent to Amatsaru, and then I was brought back from Amatsaru. So Roy's been there 3 weeks. The son of the vampire who's infected with the disease has been there 3 weeks, and that's what we've just learned. Out of character, because obviously I'm not there.
Yeah, I know. Shush.
Sorry. I'm just getting it.
So, any idea if we can find that person that was on the ship?
Well, we could ask city guards to have a look out for them.
We can ask the Pear Monster.
And we could begin tracking it by the docks where I saw it.
That's also true. That we could absolutely do.
So I
I'm gonna
suggest we go find him now while trail is not too cold.
Yeah,
I agree,
Before
I
you
mean-
get thrown in the water.
I'd soon try that. Really would.
Well,
Provided the tall one can swim, I don't see a problem with you throwing in the water.
Okay, let me get to land and off the pier first, please. And I'll just walks away. Thank you for your service. Goodbye, and walks off the pier.
Belagar walks up to him and asks him, "Is your captain a halfling?"
It wasn't. He was
I'm
the
not
master
part
of
of
the
the
pier.
crew.
He wasn't the.
Oh, right. Is
But the
of
captain
ship-
was not a halfling, no.
Hey, but there was someone small aboard the ship who fled when we got here.
What now?
There was someone
More-
on the ship who jumped off it and swam to the other side of the dock.
I have not seen anyone of that sort come onto the ship.
So it's a snaky type then. And
That sounds like
Basically-
it.
so I start walking in the direction where I saw the small person.
Alright. What are you other guys doing?
I am still on the ship.
Okay. Doing what?
Just waiting.
You realise if you fall into the water with heavy armor, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't really swim in armor.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie, what are you doing?
Cassie's a little bit torn. On one hand, he wants to see the Goliath take a swim. On the other hand, he wants to find the small person. Let me see. But after some time, he just... Fine. Nessa, please do give a shout if you manage to shove the guy into the water so I can at least catch a glimpse. And then he's
I'll try,
gonna.
but yeah.
And then Cass is gonna follow Belaga.
Alright. After a while, the Goliath comes aboard.
I'm done. I'm done.
Then get
But-
off the ship.
I'm doing that, but I thought you took your job seriously.
I do.
Okay, so the little one that escaped off the ship whilst we was on there, who's that?
I don't know. Apparently it's a sneaky kind of guy. Girl thing.
So you don't do your job properly then?
I do my job
That's what-
properly. Doesn't mean I'm all seeing.
Well, Nope, you're not all seeing, but yeah, you're not doing your job
I
properly
mean,
enough.
you obviously couldn't catch it either.
I didn't even know about it until my colleagues told me otherwise.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, but I still think you're inferior at doing your job, and I'll just walk off the ship.
In that case, make a dexterity saving throw.
Gonna try and trip you.
Dex save.
You need to beat 15.
19?
So, as you're walking down the land bridge, you can feel your footing getting a bit off as he's currently shaking the land bridge so that you're supposed to fall off. However, you manage to somehow dance your way down. It looks more fancy than you feel like it was. Because you basically just kind of half panic reacted and just
Mhm.
whoop, 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 and all the way down.
Yep.
But
Okay,
yeah,
when I
you managed to get down.
Yep. Okay, so when I get down and I get onto the actual pier, I look back up at the Goliath, kind of give a salute, and then kick the land bridge into the sea.
He's trapped in the boat. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You can see him smirking and then jumping off the ship onto the pier. Well played, lass. Well played.
See? Not just the brightest park in the box. Look,
And he's now
Either
busy.
way. I was going to say, either way, look, right? We've both got jobs to do, so let's just carry on and do our jobs. I won't get in the way of your job anymore. You won't get in the way of mine. We can just move on.
Work on that attitude, and maybe I'll treat you with more respect.
She kind of just like shrugs and just goes, respect's earned.
Exactly.
Well, okay. And I kind of fucked and just follow off to where the rest of them gone.
And he starts to fish up the land bridge. In the meantime, Rickon has been walking over to the dockmaster. And you arrive at a fairly large building. Looks like a mix between a warehouse and an industrial building in a way. But the office seems to be towards the docks with a large window going around the whole thing, where he has capability to see all the dock. And there's a door beside it, basically, going inside.
Is there anybody in the big window office? Is the window office on top?
It's on the upper floor.
That's a little bit. What? Oh, upper floor. Do I see anyone on the upper floor?
You can see a man looking down.
Do I recognize it?
Looks familiar.
Okay, cool. Just wave at him.
So you enter the building. You can see this short halfling meeting you up. Says, "Can I help you?"
Lord Adel stuff here?
Who's asking?
Well, I've just seen him, so I know he's here. His nephew.
Prove it.
I'll show him my signet ring.
He looks closely at it.
You want to kiss it as well?
Could be a fake one. And he holds out
You
a
want to
hand.
risk
He holds out a hand and says, "Prove it."
I'm just staring at him full on like, are you trying to... I'll look right down at him. I'll go, are you asking for a bribe? Do you take bribes?
I'm asking
Is this not the official dot prop?
I'm not asking for anything. I'm just asking you to prove it.
Uncle! I'll just scream. I scream at the top of my lungs. I'm done today with people asking for shit. This little shit's in my way!
Well, give him a silver piece or something and he'll leave you.
I'm not giving him a silver piece!
Give him a copper just to
This is
insult him.
not... This is not... how official people should work.
He's not
Move it,
official.
and I just shove him aside and I go upstairs.
Hey!
Let's not
Fucking
twat. And I walk upstairs.
Yes, they're fucking snob coming from him.
I'll take out my flaming sword and like, you what? You what did you just got me? That's
Supposed to be good
Lord
info.
fucking snob to you.
And this is Lord Mallet. Come back down there and I'll prove it to you.
You need better staff. As soon as it's coming down, I'm like, what's with the staff? Why do you have a little shares for staff?
I need someone who can beat the shit out of people who shouldn't come in here. So I don't have to do it all the time.
Allowed in here.
I don't see
Anyway,
a permit for a young whippersnapper like you. Where's your permit?
My friend has the permit.
Too bad. Good thing
Yes,
I'm
too
your
bad.
uncle, though. But
Yeah. Uncle. Problem.
nephew, also problem.
Yes, I have a problem. Not problem with you though. You have a small virus outbreak. Potentially huge.
No.
It's been going
Care
on for
to
6 weeks.
elaborate?
So Lord Feldstar, have you been informed about him yet?
I don't believe so. Did something happen?
Yes, he's a vampire spy working for the Razaku Empire.
You can just see
Where's
how
that?
his
Is it where's
face almost turned pitch black. It's like he. What now?
He also killed your brother. My dad. He's responsible for both the deaths.
Are you saying that he's the motherfucking maggot who did that?
Yep. He's the one who set the werewolves on the palace. And half of the city of fire.
Good to know. So what do you need my help for, nephew?
He's created a virus which works similar to my genetic problem, in which after somebody is bitten, they are turned into a zombie, and that spreads. I have found a small horde of zombies in I'll say what district it was. In the Dock District. We killed them. Me and a crew that has been put together.
Is there more?
Probably, yeah. Definitely. It was 6 weeks ago. It was the same crew that brought me here. So they and a few of their members have left on Amateur Saru. So there are now some of these creatures in Amateur Saru as well. The entire Sunrise, it was the crew of the entire Sunrise that was Sunrise Beauty that was infected.
I did notice that some of them were sickly when they arrived. I assume they were land crabs or just gotten some, flu or something like that.
It is a bit unusual though, because they were gone for 6 weeks in total. And the virus is supposed to work in under a week. So I'm not sure how that happened. There must be a difference in how they were infected. Not through bite, but maybe close contact with a main source. Where do you know where one of your workers, Roy Feldstat, is? Was it Roy? It wasn't Roy, was it? That's what's his son's name?
Roy.
Roy, yeah, Roy Feldstat.
Roy. Well, he has been missing for almost 6 weeks. And I heard...
I just collected ducks.
I heard that he might have been seen on the Sunrise Beauty.
He's infected them straight from the source then. He might be a... Well, how can I say it? He might be a carrier. he's not he's not a zombie himself, but he's a carrier of the disease. So any sexual contact or viral contact fluids, he may be spreading it that way.
Well, that's not good, since he would have had at least 3 weeks, I guess, since he arrived over there.
Yes, he's probably spreading it with the help of zombies biting people, or the shipmen having sex with whatever prostitutes are over there.
That's bad news. So, what do you need help with then?
You need to quarantine the ship district.
I'm not gonna quarantine the ship district. I'll just send people who destroy anything undead.
Well, I was thinking we could send paladins and clerics, but I think at least we should start putting more people.
I mean, we could just destroy the district and rebuild it.
People may be upset with that.
I mean, I do have
But we
this
should
cannon now over here, and it points up to the roof, and you can see this massive cannon. And we're not talking about a normal cannon; we're talking about a 10 times size cannon that seems to be able to rotate in a 360-degree angle. And this is
Angry mobs attempting to kill my sister because my lunatic uncle decided to blow up half the city is not what we're looking forward to do.
I mean, we could isolate it first, then we could blow this shit to smithereens.
Yes, no, I am a bit more for her, maybe. But I was hoping to at least I'll tell what the exact area. We at least need to quarantine that area. We need to start doing more searching of your ships. Because we can't have people sick. I talked to the guards. They're going to talk to Darius, but all the dock masters need to be told that at least a virus is. Well, all the leaders of the different groups need to be informed that there might be a outbreak. We can't keep it secret. You don't fight plagues by keeping them secret.
No, but we can't stop all our commerce from the ocean to just go to a blind halt.
No, but we can tell the captains to be thorough in looking for people who are sick.
Well, do you know any symptoms to look for?
What are the symptoms? I know this. I should know the symptoms, shouldn't I? I was with them for 3 weeks. Do I remember this?
Well, in regards to the crew, it was very flu-like symptoms. But
Flu-like. Yeah.
based on descriptions, you also would know that there's probably a bit more brutal symptoms, like bleeding from places you shouldn't, or coughing blood, delusional hallucinations.
Okay. Well, I'll tell them that. I'll also say that a lot of people need to be searched for bites. No, it starts as primary infection. But also, this flu is probably also
Alright, I guess I'll talk to every captain and pier master and shipmaster and inform them of this information. And I'll let the guards handle the quarantine. That's about what I can do in that regards. I can't stop the entire commerce here to stop. That would be
I'm sure.
causing
We're
people
not,
to starve.
but we're not looking to stop all travel. We're just looking to stop any sick people from escaping. We still haven't found a cure, and I'm not sure if this is. I'm pretty sure this is 100% lethal.
Right.
So if people are infected, then maybe I don't even want to think about it. If the clerics can heal them, great. If they can't, we'll have to tell people we can heal them, and then yeah, maybe if you have some spare warehouses that we can set up as zones, quarantine zones.
I might have maybe one or two. Why do you have to come with some bad news?
It's that's
don't
good
have-
news.
I don't have time or energy to deal with shit like this.
That's because you're old.
Hey, watch your tongue.
But good news. Ta-da! And I kind of gesture at myself, and I'll go to give him a hug.
He kind of look at you. What's the good news?
And the good news, I'm back, and I give him a hug. And you're thrilled.
He hugs you and then says, "But it's just you."
Ouch. Okay.
I'm just messing with you, and he ruffles your hair.
Yes. Well, at least you've got one more blood hunter to help.
Well, I guess. Although, I'm pretty sure you have other things to do than aiding an old man dealing with a dock.
I have vampires to hunt.
Well, I'll gladly join you on that one, but I'm way too busy and have way too much to do to join. Even though I would lovely sacrifice everything to just shove a couple of sticks through his throat and then break them in half and shove in some more and then make a nice fireplace inside his throat.
I'll remember that when I meet him. I'll try to do that for you.
Thank you. That would be much appreciated.
I'll let him know you came up with the idea and everything when he's back.
Good. Well, I guess I have a dock to deal with in a way I didn't hope I would have to. But let me know if there's
Also-
anything else in what?
Yeah, I just they said something about that ship that I travelled on. And it was during my cycle. So if you could send some discreet people to go and get rid of any evidence of that, that would be great.
You see, this is why you go to me first. Because
Yes,
I don't know how
I
long
did.
that's been there.
I should find the boat and deal with it myself, shouldn't I?
I'll send some people to the ship, but I guess you might want to be there and make sure no one else get to it before that.
Noted, I'll go then. Thank you, Uncle.
You're welcome. Nice to see you alive and well. Hope you enjoyed your trip.
I did. Well, some of it. It's always the uncomfortable parts, but yes.
Yeah, it happens. Well, shoot, before I get emotional. I'd rather not kick you out with a cannon. So,
No, fire. Yeah. I was thinking you could fire me there, but that would probably cause more problems. But yeah.
yes, it would be
Certainly a fast way to
red.
travel.
It would be a very red day.
I'll go downstairs and I'll leave.
As you leave, you suddenly feel a sharp pain on your knee.
Oh shit! I start swinging at it with my fire sword.
You can see the halfling run away and hide. I need some crates.
Fucking!
Get your snap!
Assault fucking royalty! I'm gonna have your head!
You can have my dick in your face!
You're not my type! And I walk out.
What the fuck?
During all of this, has Beligor been tracking the halfling?
Yes. So you've been coming to the point where you saw him, you think. So you can roll me a survival or perception check, your choice.
Come on. Well, it's not bad.
Yeah, well, Beligor does that. Nolias follows the wet trails.
That's
dripping wet clothes.
That's the survival check. So you have to roll one as well then, in that case.
Oh. 4.
You follow the wet trails.
Oh, I run as fast as I can.
But Beligor follows some other trails.
That's why you don't.
And Noel, you realize that you have run into a woman that is carrying a water bucket at the moment.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Wrong
Be
water,
careful where you're running.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. And run off to Beligor. Tracking is
Beligor,
hard.
you are following a wet trail that is of footsteps. However, you reach a point where it seems that it has dried off and it's not as wet anymore and it's harder to track. So you reach basically the district that is called Dock 1. But that's where the tracks go cold. There's a tavern, there's a pier, there's some buildings, but it's hard to tell if they went there or if they went something completely different place.
Do I see in what direction the tracks were going?
They were going in the direction of the lower district.
Well, I go there.
Alright. Null, are you following as well? Is anyone else following?
Yeah.
Cass is following. He gave up trying to see if Nessa would shove the guy into the water in order to follow.
Alright. And Null, did you follow as well?
Yeah. After I found the water bucket lady, I ran after Belgar and just walked on behind him and looked how he tracked.
Yep. So you guys eventually, it takes a while, but you get to the lower district, where most of the poor people live. It's the second largest district with a lot of people, lots of streets. Lots of beggars, pickpockets, and otherwise. And you can roll a survival, investigation, or perception. And one of you can do it to see if you
I think
see
I
anything.
will roll perception. Ooh, that's not good.
The
14.
23.
Alright. So you follow the tracks, or in the direction you think they went. And with an 11, Bellegar, the track's completely cold. For you as well, no. Even though you are... You think you see it occasionally, but then you just lose track of it. But you're pretty sure they ran in this direction at least. Cassie, you are a bit more observant at this moment. And you follow the tracks for a little bit longer until they lead into a wall where you just kind of almost face plant, but you managed to avoid it at the last second.
Oh,
And you're not sure where you go. It just stops by a wall. You can probably, like, you can see a hint on the wall that someone might have climbed up the wall.
yeah. Cassie starts like trying to feel for like grips or anything that could help in getting up. And try to see like, okay, how would someone be able to move up?
You do see that there are a few like places where you could possibly get a grip on and manage to climb up onto the roof. However, it is very small, like, spots to grasp. So to climb it, you would probably be pretty good at it.
Okay. Yeah, it's not happening. Okay. Cass is gonna turn around to the others and just point up. Anyone good at climbing? I think they went that way.
I'll give it a shot. And I run up to the wall, jump, and start trying to scrabble up it.
Alright, you can roll me either an athletics or an acrobatics. You need to beat a 20 to get up.
Close.
How high is it?
It's roughly 15 feet high. But yeah, Bellegarde, you managed to climb up roughly 10-12 feet, which is pretty good. And then you just feel something where you used to have your foot on just kind of not be there anymore as you just slide down, and you don't manage to get the grip back, and you fall flat on your back.
Oof.
And you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. Anyone else attempting to climb?
Not
But
climb.
I will pull Belgar back up by his hand, and as I do, Nessa's hand will glow slightly, and I will restore that 1 point of damage with lay on hands as I'm pulling him up.
Alright.
Like, good try.
Shoddy workmanship. Typical.
Well, if we thought about doing human ladder, we kind of look up at it.
So
No,
what are
I
you
want
doing
to put
now?
this. I put my hand in my pocket, and I start to mumble about fly, teleport, escape, plane. So, if anything works, I'm gripping the whisker. Remove.
Well, what words are you using?
I just said the words.
So, which were those?
What was
Teleport,
it?
escape.
Teleport, remove, fly, escape, free. Fucking bastard cat. Whisker. What else was there? Oh wait. Stay, go, bind, bird, place. But mumbling lots of words.
Nothing seems to be working out of those words.
Bloody damn cat. He says a little bit louder. And just removes the hand from the pocket. Well, I got nothing.
Again, I wish I hadn't left the lizard with Rickon.
Where was that lizard during me talking to? Did it try to follow us inside? Would it have been seen?
Yeah, would she been seen? She was trying to be sneaky.
Or would it not be
Um,
able to open the door if I closed the door behind me? It was just like
Oh no, she
scratching
wouldn't.
at it.
She wouldn't have been able to know. But if there's an open window, she would have probably tried that one.
roll me a stealth check for Sapphire.
Let's see. She has +0. So straight d20. 14.
What's your passive perception?
12. Mine's 12, so I would have noticed it.
So, during this time, it was on Rickon's back. Just clinging like on the back.
Like a logotype on a biker's leather jacket.
Like underneath the cloak, I'm guessing, like just on the armor underneath the cloak.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I've got
She's-
like a cape-ish. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's not that big. She looks bigger in the image, but yeah, she's not that big.
So yeah.
Oh,
So she's with Rickon at the moment.
Yep.
Oh. Since no one else is attempting to climb, Rickon.
Whoa. Well, right. And I was like waiting for that thing. I will turn to Belgar and turn around and say, right, do you want to try that again with help? And I kind of like go to the thing and I kind of like put my hands ready to boost him up and kind of attempt to throw him.
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
Nope, but Nessa's gonna try.
Well, God just looked at her and said, "Oh no, no, you don't.
Well, you're not getting out there by yourself, are you?
No, I'm going through it." And I start inspecting the wall for weakness.
Nessa just looks at us. Sometimes I just don't get dwarfs.
Is it just a wall or is it a building?
Roll an investigation check with advantage.
Investigation one with advantage.
I was gonna throw you over, and yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of weaknesses in this wall. It's a very shoddy human architecture, as it's a very barely holding hovel that you're trying to climb.
Oh, it's a house. He's trying to bring down the house. Oh, that poor person inside.
Yeah, no, that's what yeah.
I'm going to equip my warhammer and try to smash a hole in the wall.
As it takes a step back and just watches.
Yeah, Nessa takes a step back and does the same, but with kind of really.
And I hold the shield. I hold my shield above me, and try to swing as hard as I can at the weakest spot in the wall.
Roll an attack roll
Against the house
with advantage. With advantage.
All right.
with a dexterity of -4. Please miss.
Please not one.
Oh, that was damage. Sorry.
Not one against the house. You swing and hit the floor.
Don't count me.
No, you swing in the house.
That's
too.
it. Roll damage.
There's a house.
All
Somebody lives in here. You guys are just chaos.
So
I'm not. What? I tried to stop this. I tried to help.
basically, you see this point in the wall. There's just like an odd brick sticking out, just a tiny bit. And you swing at it with full force. As you do, the entire wall goes down into pieces, bricks and pieces. And you see a woman standing naked in a bathtub, holding a towel. And she's like
Oh my god, for the love
speechless looking out.
I point my warhammer towards her and says, "You, no better houses around here." And then I try to chase after the gnome or halfling.
Cass is gonna
Make,
grab the nearest towel and try to wrap the woman in it.
A male, by the way. You're remember
Yeah.
your male.
Yeah, beat me to it. But well, no matter.
Make a persuasion or deception check, Belligon. Your choice.
Alright, let's see which one is the best. Persuasion or deception? +0, +0. Let's go persuasion.
She's screaming guards.
Well, I'm running away.
Guards! Guards!
I turn into a woman.
There are dwarves in the bathroom.
I'm literally still stood there in disbelief that this thing's actually happened. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, same. I'm standing next to Nessa, but I'm turning into a woman, just in case.
Why? What would that do?
Yeah, but
At
Make
least
him
we're
less of a possible perpetrator, I don't know.
Yeah.
Less of the pervert.
Yeah. After giving the towel to the woman, Cass is gonna turn on his heel and walk away.
Alright.
Like, nope, I didn't sign up for this. Nope. Mm-mm.
You walk away because she's not gonna follow. But yeah, you are guessing the guards might be coming in a bit.
Aren't there many guards in the poor district?
You broke a fucking wall.
Well,
He
it's
said
not-
in a bit. He said in a bit. He didn't say like straight away, like in a bit. A
Then we
while.
can run away before they come.
I'll say roll me a stealth check, everyone, if you're trying to avoid the guards.
Oh fuck! This is.
I did nothing wrong. I'm not avoiding the guards. That's a sleight of hand check.
Nine,
Oi. But that's the same.
17.
19
16.
and 9.
I'll roll, but I mean I'm at disadvantage, and I wouldn't really be trying to avoid the guards because, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of weird. I have disadvantage to stealth, but I also have a +4.
I mean, come on, 15, but still.
Alright, so even if you're not trying to necessarily avoid the guards, you manage to avoid the guards somehow, as you're taking another street than they were running on.
I kind of look to the other two and just go, we need a better dwarf.
Can I still track the halfling?
He was on the
Roll-
buildings.
Roll me. I'll say no. Unless you get on that roof, you can't.
And you,
Well, if I brought down the wall to the roof, it's nasty now. There are 3 other walls. God damn it.
Yeah, we haven't broken the fourth wall yet.
No, you've literally just broken a wall into a building.
They only broke the
For no
first
reason.
one. Now there's 2 more, then you can break the 4th wall, and then it will be an Inception.
is your character's numbers that intelligence by any chance?
Well, I do have +0 to intelligence and +0 to charisma. But I have +3 to wisdom, so he's a white fellow. So basically, Belligar is just standing there in the middle of the street, ready to fight. Just
For the
where'd it go?
I will say you all realize that you most likely have lost the tracks. And you can't really go back to find them unless you want to go back to the roof of the house that you just destroyed, with the guards surrounding it at the moment.
I think I'm going to walk away.
I'm walking away towards the Dockmaster's office, just in case I can see Rickon on the way or
Yeah, I'm going to
looking
try.
for him.
I'm going to try to make my way there, but in a sort of roundabout way, looking innocent. And I'm going to use my for that. Actually going to use my boots of false tracks. To
Alright.
leave tracks resembling that of a dragon form.
Alright. Cassie, what are you doing? You try to get back as well, or?
Yeah. Keeping a little bit of a distance. Anyone nearby could hear him muttering something about, I've met Fae less chaotic than that dwarf.
And Nessa, what are you doing?
Come back to me in about an hour and I'll tell you. I'm still shocked.
What do you think I am?
Come on, this is D&D. Shit like this happens all the time.
I will. As I said, I'm not actively avoiding the guards. I've done fuck all wrong in this. But I will follow Null towards the Dockmaster's hut because it seems the most logical way to go without slamming my longsword into the dwarf at the moment.
Yeah. So you all start moving over there,
Cause chaos, move away.
and around that time, you sort of midway realize that you are back by the ship, and Rickon is coming up towards the ship as well.
Riding. I'd say Rickon strides. He's very. He has the little silver spoon of his. Well, yeah, no, he's a bit silver spoony, so he doesn't walk like he walks like a normal basically, but he can't hide it.
Yeah. Oh.
We
Yes.
lost Rickon.
Mid sentence.
Hopped away.
Did his internet die or something?
The night attack goblins, I think, today.
Oh, he went offline, so I think his internet might have
It'll
went.
be internet work.
Yeah, because it tends to shut down around this time about. So,
Yeah, it does. So, we can all say that Rickon has died. Let's carry on.
moving on.
Then Nesta has
Moving on.
died and resurrected a few times.
Yeah.
As opposed to walk.
Ah, there we go. A wild Rickon has
Son
returned.
of a bitch.
Oh, it's shiny.
Yeah.
Hello, sorry.
All good. So, yeah, you are coming, strutting or striding, whatever you prefer, and you guys are basically arriving by the ship pier at the same time.
And I'm just kind of walking, kit flapping, and Sapphire just like half the way down. Me not realizing at all.
I mean, what?
He doesn't know what happened in the poor district.
I'm blissfully ignorant right now. Blissfully. So I head towards the ship, yeah. Is the Goliath coming to stop me?
It depends if you are walking out on the pier or if you're walking to your friends further in.
Do I see them?
Yeah,
Because
you
I'm
see
making
them.
my way straight to the pier.
Yeah, like they are
I'll see them.
basically arriving straight in front of you as you come to the pier.
Oh, hey guys. Were you just coming back from the place you found the zombie tracks leading to?
In a way.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
The little
Ask
bugger
the
So the
goes
zombies
away.
are in that direction. What?
Ask the dwarf.
In fact, you're probably best not asking the dwarf and just going on and claiming innocence.
Oh yeah, good. Good idea.
I'll find that little bugger if it's the last thing I do. Little creature is
Why
caught
don't
in
we
habit.
take a breath? Why don't we take a breath and inform me what the hell has transpired?
We went onto the ship
Yes.
after Nessa managed to nearly not get us on the ship. We investigated the ship, found that someone small had leapt off the ship and crawled onto the docks. Myself and Belagar saw this someone, and I suggested that we run after said someone, and Belagar distract them so I could catch up. That didn't really work, so after we searched the ship, we went after said someone again. Belagar managed to very effectively track this small person to a brick wall that they had climbed up, but none of us were small enough to follow, handholds being too small. Then Belagar broke down the wall.
It was
No.
shoddy workmanship from the beginning.
He broke the fucking
How does
wall.
why are you a woman? Two, what? Why did you break a wall?
It would have fallen down soon enough. I was trying
Was it
to
a
follow
single
the
wall?
wheel.
A single
Please
wall
tell me it was a single wall.
on a house with a woman inside, naked.
I think she was just as terrified as I was at the quality of the wall.
No, she was terrified that there were suddenly 3 men and a woman standing in her bathroom.
Hey, that too.
And there was no wall.
Belagar, you can add a point of inspiration for that comment.
So if they're gonna look for me, I'm gonna not be me.
Did you leave the woman for gold, at least for compensation?
I don't know what they did. I gave her a towel and walked away.
No, but I let her keep the remains of the brick wall. The important thing is I lost track of the fugitive. So we're back to square one.
And you. Okay, so. A lot to unpack there. Which ship was you on? And why were. Why was you on this ship?
Well, the disease started there, or appeared to have come from there, so why not investigate the ship?
Okay, did you get any... You investigated it, did you find the ship's logs? You haven't taken them, have you? We should probably leave it for the investigators to look at.
Well,
these two
Belagar
have-
found some logs. Very, very illuminating. Cassie looks straight at Rickon.
And I give them to Rickon. Hey, read them.
I'll snatch them.
Oh, apparently Belagar
Yeah,
took them. Ah,
Yeah, by the way, what was
Right.
in those? I just found this big fucking crate in the storage room.
And I place my burning... As soon as I've read it, I place my burning sword against the ship log and he just bursts it, flips into fire, that throws to the side.
say, why would you? Okay.
I read it. I read it. I'll memorize it. It's fine.
There was evidence, you bugger. They were transporting
I'm
some
okay.
felt
Okay, let's
creature
say
in the
I
hold.
tear out the pages about me, and I burn them.
They were transporting some foul beast in the hold. They
So
had
I
a
read.
reinforced crate and all.
Oh, that's the crate I
Interesting.
found.
And I'll set that paper on fire. They chunk some
We
paper.
had to find the creature and kill it. They could be carrying the plague.
He didn't read it properly. Great. I'm just like, oh, interesting. And I set it on fire. I was like, well, my uncle will deal with that. He's sending over troops now to
Oh yes.
acquiesce the ship.
Can I roll insight on Richard?
Yeah.
To figure out
Yes.
and why you would burn them.
You can definitely roll an insight.
Yeah, I'd like to roll. one, too.
23.
Me also.
Then
Did Cassie read them properly, or was it just a dwarf? Was it also?
21.
Did Cassie read them properly? Yeah.
Yes. And Cassie is an intelligence-based class.
So I'm gonna go to 23. I'm just gonna go to Rickon and go. What you hiding? You don't burn evidence.
What?
Like that,
I
without hiding something.
What?
You can make a deception check.
Okay.
Oh, the papers also mentioned that Felstad's son went to Amaterasu.
Yes, I figured that out. When I was talking to my uncle, he hasn't been seen for 6 weeks, so it makes sense that he left.
So he left. So, did you see him when you went on the ship?
Do I remember?
You can make a history check in that regard. I would say with
Let's
disadvantage.
go with history. Okay, history, disadvantage, roll. Yeah, I don't think I did. 13, not bad, but I probably didn't. And my charisma roll next, -2. Because I have 7 in charisma. It's not awful. It's not. I can't beat anyone, but it's not awful. But I will give
Yeah, where's the roll?
Nessa kind of.
It's not showing.
Are they not popping up?
No, they're not
No,
showing up.
well, yes. Did I say what I got?
Rickton got a 16.
16 on deception,
Yes, 18 minus 2.
and history was a 13 with disadvantage because I have a +6 in history.
Yes.
Alright. So
have the
you
log.
don't remember seeing him to begin with. And you don't really manage to deceive anyone in this regard that you're hiding something because it's very obvious at the moment.
It's very obvious, and I'll just kind of glare at who's getting in my face.
Me.
And me.
I'll glare at you, and I'll go. I am burning personal logs about myself, as this is the ship I travelled on.
So what are you trying to hide?
You think just brazenly asking somebody what they're going to hide is going to make them tell you? It's my own business.
In that case, we can ask Cassie.
And you. Why, Cassie?
Because she read them. Or he read them.
Yes.
So, I'll give you the opportunity to come forth and clean and tell me what's going on. All we hear
You
is
don't
now.
have the right. You don't have the right to know what's going on. This is
You
my
don't have the
private
right-
business.
And you don't have the right to hide stuff whilst we're trying to solve the world's problem.
It's not to do with the world's problem. It's nothing to do with the disease. Leave it at that. It is simply that I illegally came back home. They smuggled me back here, okay? I didn't want anyone knowing I was coming back.
I look at Cassie.
Smuggler.
Oh, you're assuming that
Oh,
I will spill someone else's secret.
Nope.
That's
but if
cute.
we're meant to be a team, we need to trust each other. And at the moment, that's just going downhill.
From what I remember, it has nothing to do with the curse.
Anything dangerous?
Didn't say so. No, not more dangerous than I am.
Jasper looks at you, looks at Richter, looks at you, looks at Richter. I don't believe that.
Have I done anything? Well, you're the one who put me in danger, remember?
Okay. But somehow I believe his secret might be dangerous. Because we don't want to tell her. You may blow us up. He can get me... I don't know what.
I mean, true. I have been the cause of several explosions back at the academy, but the only one who got hurt in them was me.
In case I had that friend.
You have made us deaf on several occasions.
Oh yeah.
I really don't like loud noises.
Sorry.
Delagal looks a bit thoughtful and then looks towards luckily the name just slipped out of my head. Towards Rickon and says, well, I suppose everyone has something to hide. As long as it's not dangerous to us or anyone else during this mission on ours, I will not try any further. But no, and then I raise my warhammer sort of threateningly. If you have something to hide that will harm us, I'll break your kneecap.
I've already had a small person attempt to break my kneecap today. I think that was enough.
Okay,
My
fine.
Very
uncle's
good.
receptionist is very annoying.
You can hear a voice behind you suddenly says, "Ah, it's good. I think honesty and teamwork is really good. I think it's
Who the
better."
fuck is this? Is this the midget? Is this the
It's good to be honest with each other and get to learn each other, but also allow each other to have their own secrets. Also, have you seen my tea kettle? And,
Oh, fuck's sake.
There you go. Rot, where have you been?
that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Before we end, Cassie is just going to hold his hand out for Sapphire to come back up on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, what time is it right now?
Right now it's I would say it is mid to late afternoon, maybe around 3 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
Because you've been spending quite a long time today with both dealing with zombies and ghouls and investigating a ship and walking back and forth along the docks. So you can see the sun is getting lower on the sky.
Yes. And what time did we leave the tavern? Just question asking.
That was around 11 in the morning.
Yeah, good. Thanks.
But yeah, we're gonna end tonight's session there. And with that, I'll also say that you guys can level up
Oh,
to level 3.
Nice. Now I've got to remember how to level this up. Okay.
you go into the builder and
Yeah.
add on level.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I want to go rogue or sorcerer?
It's up to you. But we can do that off stream. So
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed at least, and I hope you guys in the chat enjoyed as well. But before we leave, I would love to do our traditional favorite moments that I stole surprisingly from Ardana, who stole it from the GM. And hopefully he stole it from someone else as well, and hopefully someone will steal it from me as well. I think Gassy is stealing it from me, so.
I am stealing it from you.
Yeah, so.
This is D&D. Everyone steals ideas from everyone else.
Yes.
Inspired.
True. That's another. It's not as strong as a word as stealing. Stealing is a strong word. Inspired is sounding better. But yeah, let's go through favorite moments. So let's start with Pelagar. Who are you? Who are you playing, and what was your favorite moment?
I'm Sir Duck of the Nerd Nation. Not knighted, by the way. And I play Meligod Durickson, the Dwarven Ranger. I think my favorite moment was... well, when I broke down the wall, of course.
It was
I
a
just wonder what
pretty darn good
consequences-
moment.
I just wonder what consequences it will have.
I guess we'll find out. Speaking of consequences, Cassie, who are you and who are you playing? What was your favorite moment?
Hi, I'm Ardana, or Joe, or Oi you there, if my regular players have any say in it. I am the GM and channel runner over at the Lore Right, and I'm playing Cassie, the enchantment wizard, and I think my favorite moment, because the breaking down the wall was already taken, I think it was Nessa picking a fight with a Goliath on a gangplank. Because that was not going to end poorly for anyone.
Totally not. Speaking of gangplanks, Nessa, who are you and who are you playing? What was your favorite moment?
I am Nessa Rose, aka Gaz, aka the Hopeless Nerd. I am playing, as I say, Nessa Rose, and my favourite moment, I've kind of joined it with the wall and the gangplank incident. They kind of both joint with me. I can't pick between the two. Selfishly, my moment, but overall, the wall. And the what the fuck? It actually literally made me think, what the hell would I do now? And I'm sat there thinking, shit. But yeah.
Deny any involvement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
Well,
I also do need to speak to you as well, out of characterly, because I've just got a feature and a trait that I think might actually game break.
Well, who doesn't love a game-breaking ability? Speaking of game-breaking, Noel, who are you? Who are you playing? What was your favorite moment?
I am Fatal Knight, or Emil. I'm playing the Rogue Sorcerer Changeling Null. Favorite moment? I have two. The wall breaking was awesome. But said when Rickton met what was it, the halfling, and those were going
shit.
forward, and in the when they met at the end also. So his interaction with that.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Speaking of halflings, Rickon, who are you and who are you playing? What was your favorite moment? It's funny because he's really tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're more likely to be the halfling.
Shush you. Don't mess with the DM. You don't know what consequences you'll get. I'll send halflings at you every session.
No, you're supposed to buy food for the DM.
Yes, please do.
Here's the consequence. Here's the consequence of action chasing me. My favourite moment was Cassie having Rickon's back. I like that. At the end. Thank you. It's like, yeah, I'm not spelling someone else's secrets. I'm not outing someone. I respect that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of secrets, hello. I am Vitskugga, the dungeon master, the god of this universe, creator of this world. And my favorite moment... there were many of those. And all of them has been taken. Every time. But I would have to say the wall breaking was just so fucking out of this world crazy. And I love it. And I love when Noel said that he was breaking the fourth wall. Because I mean, that could implicate many things. But I also, actually, my second favorite moment was all of your reactions when you realized that it was Morbor. At the end. You thought it was someone else and then suddenly it's Morbor.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
He was lost downtown, not finding his way.
Who knows what
He
adventure
followed
he
your
has been on.
tracks.
I wonder if he managed to overhear some cult activity or something, but never thinks about it.
Who knows?
Just 3 sessions from now, he just goes, "Yeah, I heard about that."
But
Or
yeah.
if he saw the halfling.
Yeah. But yeah, with that we shall end tonight's session, and I don't really have anyone to raid at this point. If you have anyone, feel free to suggest.
There's nobody on my list.
We could go to hallucinogenic.
Okay.
You can't even say it.
Hallucinogenic.
I think that's what they do.
Alright, we'll raid hallucinogenic, yes. That makes sense. I'm too tired to read such complicated words. But yeah, we'll raid hallucinogenic and give him some love and support, and we'll be back on next Saturday. Sadly, we'll be missing gas. But Oopski will be back. And yeah. Also, make sure to check out on Tuesday the Return of the Sun Emperor, as we return with that campaign as well. And yeah, other than that, I don't think I have anything to add. So until next time, have a wonderful evening, stay safe, and good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.